Surprise, we are at the airport and we're going solo traveling. This definitely wasn't part of the plans, you guys. Very much a spontaneous decision, but let's rewind back to earlier this week to see how we got here. So, remember when I told you guys that I was starting a new job? Well, I actually quit, and I know what you guys are thinking. Girl, you barely even tried it. I know I was there for 5 weeks, but let me tell you, those 5 weeks were the most stress that I have ever felt physically, and it got to a point where I was being very unkind and unhealthy to myself. I was actually struggling to sleep, and when it was affecting me physically in that way, I knew something was wrong, but I could not sleep. I would toss and turn. I would wake up at 2 a.m, get my laptop out and start sending myself emails for the next day because I was just trying to problem solve these mammoth problems without any closure loop at the end of the day. And work was the only thing I could talk to Utter about, the poor guy. But also 4 weeks had passed and my parents actually came to me and said, Adele, you have not spoken to us. And so the fact that I didn't speak to my parents properly for 4 weeks was not okay. In fact, one Friday night where I was talking to Utter, I broke down because I realized I had broken the promise that I made myself many years before, that I would never let a job consume me. And if you know my career story, I've mentioned it in a vlog or two before, but long story short, I had a revelation when I was around 21 years old, a student, that I would not let work become my life or my identity. It's the reason why I decided not to become a lawyer despite having graduated with my degree. And yet here I was living the exact life I always told myself I wasn't. But that revelation essentially stems from the fact that just my personality, I know myself enough to know that when I care deeply about something, I can become very invested. And while that is a good quality, it can also be a toxic trait of mine without the right boundaries. And the situation that I found myself in, there was just such a huge mismatch between the way that I work and the environment that I was in that I just knew I had to leave. And so I did quit quite early, and although it's so embarrassing, you guys, it is actually such a vulnerable, embarrassing thing, I am glad that I did spot it early and I left early, because staying would have just been a disservice to both myself and the company, especially because it was a project-based company. I didn't want to start anything that I knew I wasn't going to finish, and so leaving earlier sounded like the more smarter decision. And so I'm currently not working, and instead we're going traveling, you guys. I'm still very much processing this learning lesson and processing what it is that God was teaching me. It's kind of crazy because it feels like a reminder of that revelation I had almost a decade ago. So yeah, that's something I'm just still processing. I think it's a combination of things. Fully acknowledge, you guys, that I'm in a very privileged position because I know that not everyone can just quit their job willy-nilly. I have savings to fall back on. I have the most supportive partner. Atta was the first person. He saw it every day, but he was like, Adele, just quit. I've got you, just quit. I don't want you to be in this unhealthy state of mind. My family, when I had told them that I had quit, they were very supportive, no shame whatsoever. I'm also so grateful, you guys, that I have this YouTube channel, my dream job ever. The fact that I took the leap of faith to upload videos many years ago, I now have actually a second income stream to fall back on, albeit spending money. It is something, and I'm so grateful for it. But what really made the decision really easy is the fact that I actually get to go back to my old job at the end of this year. I mentioned that I was actually taking extended leave, so my old job actually gave me a long period of extended leave so that I could see and explore this new opportunity and see if it was the right fit. And ultimately, as we can all see, it wasn't. It's almost like God knew it was gonna happen. But yeah, I can go back to my old job, which I was so happy in and was such a good fit for my lifestyle at the end of this year. And so I do not take any of everything that I just mentioned for granted. I'm very, very grateful. I don't take it for granted. So I did want to flag that because this is not just any ordinary scenario. But first thing I did when I finally decided I was going to quit is I'm going traveling. I'm booking these last minute tickets. I really just wanted to take some time to be in solitude, sit with myself and just really reflect on what the heck just happened, because it's been a roller coaster to say the least. And so the first thing that we're doing on this sabbatical, because that's actually what this is, it's a break from work. You know the Friends episode where he's like, I'm not unemployed, I'm on sabbatical. That's me, I'm on sabbatical. And so the first thing that we're doing on this break is we are going overseas. And I won't tell you where we're going, you'll find out at the end of this vlog anyways, but I think you could probably guess if you know me. So anyways, I need to start packing. I think I'm kind of stuck on what to pack because where I'm going, it's monsoon season. So it's either going to be really hot but also rain. And I don't think I have the clothes for that. So I've just got like 4 outfits here and I'm just going to buy whatever I need there as well. I think that'll be fine. So we'll see, fingers crossed. I have my gym clothes, my pajamas, outfits, undergarments. Even more important than their clothes, as long as I have all of my electronics I need, I do feel secure and feel like I've packed it up. I think I am packed for the most part. I still have the weekend to refine this. I'm gonna bring my handy dandy backpack as well, and I also want to bring a book, but I was gonna bring this. I'm reading Jade City at the moment, and I've been meaning, my brother recommended this to me and I've been meaning to read it for the longest time, and because I have so much time now, I've actually read this much of this in like a week, which is so crazy because I've just had this in the corner of my room for ages. I was gonna bring it, but I think I'm actually gonna finish this book tonight because I don't have much left to go, so I might stop by and get myself a new book at a time.
Oh, are you all packed?
I packed, but I still have some things to do. I need to get an umbrella. Just doing all the last minute things, you guys, before we head to the airport. We have to leave in about an hour or so. But yeah, just watered the plants and I'm just gonna pack my final carry-on. I got some last minute things. Gotta pack all of this here, my laptop, headphones. I got the cutest Bible on the weekend. Look at this pocket travel Bible, which I can now take everywhere with me. I thought it was so cute, so very excited to take this one traveling. And this morning I last minute went to the bookstore because I finished my novel that I was reading, and this is the sequel to Jade City, so I'm excited to get started on this, and this will be my company as I go traveling. So I'm gonna just pack this in my bag. And last but not least, you guys, I impulsively upgraded my iPhone yesterday. This has actually been on my list to do, but yeah, I decided to just go for it yesterday since we're gonna be traveling. And if you guys know, I mention it all the time, my main camera and what I use to film all of my videos are the iPhone. I'm currently using the iPhone 16. This is the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I actually got this like upgrade and protect thing with Telstra, which means that whenever there's a new release, I can essentially swap out this phone for the latest release, which I think is very useful for me. I'm just getting family messages. But yes, if you're wondering what you can produce with an iPhone, you can check out like literally my last 10 to 20 videos have predominantly been iPhone ever since my camera lens broke, and like the latest Bali series, or you can watch this series and just see what footage we can get. So we're gonna get some fresh iPhone footage, love it. And so that's the last thing we're gonna pack. And this jacket that I got from Uniqlo for the rain, and it's very lightweight as well. So I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing something because I've been so nonchalant about packing, and normally I'm very type A with packing, but this trip has been very different, so. Bit of a Macca's date before I leave. No. Also, Adelaide may be a small city, but I love our airport. It's so nice to me. Alright guys, it's just us. Atta has left and I've got about an hour till I have to board, so I'm just gonna do some planning. The first stop, because we have a layover, is Singapore. I'm taking Singapore Airlines. But yeah, we don't arrive at our destination until tomorrow morning, in fact. So we've got a bit of a travel schedule ahead of us. I think flight to Singapore is like 7 hours, I believe. So see you guys on the plane.
Shortly. If you'd like to follow the flight progress closely, we do have a flight path channel, especially stop with you in the opposite.
We have made it to Singapore, you guys. It's currently midnight, so I'm actually so tired. But one more leg, I'm just gonna maybe grab something to drink, and then we're gonna head to our last flight. I got a Singapore fruit tea from Lee Ho Tea, and I'm just walking to my gate. I am gonna sleep, try to sleep this entire flight.
있습니다. 비행기가 완전히 멈춘 후 좌석 벨트 표시등이 꺼질 때까지 자리에서 기다려 주십시오. 선반을 유실 때에는 안전에 유의하시고 모든 소지품을 가지고 내리십시오.
And we have made it to Seoul, South Korea, you guys. This feels all too familiar coming here solo, but I'm excited. So let's get out of this airport. This is where we're gonna be.